Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are. It is very morning here. I am your current host for the next few runs, Dijon Ketchup, and you are watching Winter Pride 2021, benefiting the Trevor Project. And we're gonna move right along into our next run. So, let's give it up for Doubledubbel, who is running Disney's Tarzan Untamed.
Okay, thank you, Dijon. Yeah, my name is indeed Doubledubbel, and the game you're seeing on your screen right now is Disney's Tarzan Untamed, a launch title for the GameCube. Not many people know that. But then again, not many people know of this game, so that checks out. All right, we're doing any percent today, which is not as glitchy as you might expect, as any percent runs of games tend to be, but there's still a lot to this and a lot to explain and go over. Just small nuances that add up over time to make a speedrun what it is. So I'm going to be heading in the new game here and give this a nice, appropriate 3-letter acronym for this save file. I say save file, but I'm not actually saving. In fact, that's the first speed strat for this game that this game has, is not using a memory card at all. The game, as you saw in the intro, it let me pick a memory card slot, and it let me pick continue without saving. Even if you pick continue without saving, if you have a memory card inserted, the game will prompt you on every save point. That's all that does. Continue without saving just means that the game will prompt you for a save, asking if you want to save before. If you have a memory card plugged in. So I have no memory card plugged in right now to begin with, and that means the prompt will not come up at all. And that saves a fair amount of time because there's a fair amount of stages here. All right, so time starts when I press A on this screen to select this first level here. So if Tech's ready to get this going, then I will get this game going in 3, 2, 1, go. First thing we do, mash A to skip a cutscene. There's cinematic cutscenes in between stages. And you can mash them on the first frame possible by just mashing A. Also, one thing I'm doing here is jumping. Yeah, that's one of the first pieces of tech that this game has. Normally, when you move from a standing position, you have this little run-up. You can see it a little bit there. You have this little build-up to running speed. However, if you jump, the time for that build-up is allowed to happen, but in midair, you're allowed to move at running speed.
Check it out, Tarzan.
So here we have another cutscene. This is technically a very important cutscene because what we have here is a film reel. This is a key collectible in this game and this speedrun. Also, a thing I'm doing here is on these grinds, I'm jumping, and that's a technique I'll explain later because we've got the first skip coming up here. Jump, get to the side, and go. That's the skip done. I'll go more over that skip more as a little bit later because we're going to be revisiting this stage later. But yeah, the thing I'm doing with jumping on rails that you're grinding on. The physics of the game were kind of weird. And what that results in is that you get pushed forward by the physics if you're jumping on a rail when you're grinding downward. We call this rail jumping, and you're going to see it here again. So here, jump and push forward. It doesn't seem like it saves time all the time, but there's moments where you'll see the camera really speed up, and that's the moments where you can see, really see that it speeds up. Also, jump early here, and land down here. This is not intended, but it lets us pick up this film reel and climb up here. Also, here's a guy. I threw a spear at him and he died. It's that simple. Well, yeah, that is to avoid a slow little mini game where you have to mash the B button to fill a bar, and then you overpower the enemy and you take him down. But those encounters can all be avoided by just simply simply throwing a spear at him. All right, so going to be coming up here. Do some more rail jumping, some more vine jumping. And we'll deliver this baby monkey. So baby monkeys are another part of the routing. The reason we save the baby monkeys is so we can get access to a couple more film reels later. That are locked behind certain paths. Right. So here, throw a spear in midair to break the cage. Get this film reel. Get these bananas for fun. And now here I'm going to exit this tunnel at a specific point at the top. And yeah, that launches me forward because physics. Also, one detail is you can't throw spears when you have a baby on board. If you do it on the ground, you get this animation of Tarzan struggling to pull the spear out, and then having second thoughts about it because he would be yeeting the baby away, and that we don't want to do that. In midair, it just nothing happens because there's like no animation specified for that. Also here I'm damage boosting through, but just constantly jumping because when you get hit, you lose running speed, so you have to build it up again. So I do that jumping thing to build up the running speed. All right, more cutscene skipping. Cutscenes that you don't see. If I do my cutscene skipping properly, you won't notice. You won't know they're there. All right, so this is what we saved the baby monkeys for, to unlock the bungee challenge. We have to impress our gorilla friends, our monkey friends, by being the greatest base jumper in the world. So we dive in, you have to dodge every single obstacle, and you get the film reel down at the end. That also counts towards the collectibles we need. And then you get the trademark Tarzan yell. You're going to hear that a couple more, as that is going to be key as we go back into Free the Young. So yeah, because of the routing, we have to replay this stage. So yeah, I'll just make my way up here. Things are a little bit different because there's no cutscenes to interrupt our movement and put us in specific positions. And yeah, this is the first instance of rail jumping. Land near this, grab the spears, and go. Now, during the cutscene, I got put up here, but this down path is actually faster. Slightly, but it is faster. Also, jumping off at the end of the rail can get you far. Now, I mentioned this skip here and how I would be going over it later, because I skipped this, I get this text box now here, and I get the slow turn because I'm in the spot. And then I get the second text box. The first of those you're normally supposed to get on your first visit, but because I jumped in a weird way, I was able to avoid that text box and trigger it here. There's some slow walking going on, so it's still faster to skip it, even though you do get the text box. And yeah, that's all that's for. These alternate paths have a film reel. Game's pretty formulaic with these types of levels, where there's 5 on the main path, there's 3 alternate paths with a film reel on each of them. We're going to be getting 2 of them here. Also, yeah, like if I took the shrooms here, I would land it up here and then would have gone back for the film reel, and that's why I did that. So spear this guy again. Okay, climb up here. Get my movement going. Also, shout out to that barrel guy. And because I don't have a baby on board, I can just spear this trunk now. And now there's this little light green patch on the floor that I use as a visual cue for where to stand. I pressed X a little too early. But yeah, as you can see, that's more or less the spot I get fling from. Alright, so go here. Get this film reel. And the moment I get it, I pause and quit out. The game stores progress as soon as you get it. So I have 7 film reels now. Now we're going to actually do the thing with the next stage, which is Save Turk. In the cutscene that I skipped, it shows Turk falling in the river and you have to save her. Now, this is the first run killer of the game, the first major reset point. As I need to get all 8 film reels in this stage in a single attempt, basically, as per our routing. Alright, so get on this grind. That's for run safety. I can't tap the rail and get it, but that's risky. And I'm not doing that in the marathon. Alright, so there's a couple mechanics here with the surfing levels. I'm on a surfboard and sometimes I get damaged in weird ways. And I'm not able to keep momentum very well. But get the second film wheel here. Now you're gonna see a technique we call back bonking. For some odd reason, the back half of Tarzan's board has no damage detection. So I'm just gonna crash into walls on purpose and then turn Tarzan around in midair to crash into it and take no damage whatsoever. You know, the only downside of hitting a wall, taking damage, because when you're back bonking and not taking damage, your momentum gets perfectly redirected without any loss in speed. So in these narrow waterways, it's very nice to use walls to turn instead of actually turning. I'm taking some damage here and there, but we're still good. We're fine, don't worry. So yeah, Tarzan's health is divided into 5 sections of 5 segments each. So you have 25 health to play with. And everything in this game does either 3 damage or 5 damage. Those are the only 2 like damage values that anything can do. And it's basically just the game decides. It's just basically everything is assigned everything that hurts you is assigned a damage value. Most of the enemies in these stages do 5 damage, crashing into walls and obstacles. As I get the bananas of shame. Right, so film reels. I was supposed to be saving Turk, but I got ahead. And then the rubber banding comes in. It's more of an artifact than anything. There's no like ending the stage faster by catching Turk or whatever. It's just get through the stage. Alright, so that was pretty intense, right? You have to like back bunk everywhere to go fast, and you have to not miss anything. So we can be nice and chill and have an auto-scroller here. The only thing I need to do is like not miss any of the film rules that appear along the way, such as up here. So I'm gonna throw it over to Dijon here for a little bit, as I unnecessarily showboat by reverse skiing, which actually reverses your left and right controls.
Alrighty, well, while we're surfing, we've got some donations. Bunch of people making good on their promise from the last run. We've got $28 from Garby, who says, $28 for 28 rain clouds. Let's see those super hard levels in rolled out. We've got $14 from Miramosa, who says, very cool run of Mickey Speedway. Here's $14 as promised. Good luck with the rest of the marathon. Zello donates $28 and says, 28 clouds during Garby's Mickey run equals 28 big Texas bucks. Congrats everyone for working so hard to put on this event for a great cause again. And SefDB with $56, saying 28 rain clouds for Anodyne any percent.
Alright, thank you. So yeah, I have my methods and consistent setups, basically. Like I did earlier, like the damage I took in the moss, I just go left and avoid the rail, and then get the film reel that's behind it. The film reel I just got now, just hold left, and then the maximum point is, makes you automatically get on the rail. And yeah, like, while the donation we're being read out, I've just been showboating all the time, reverse skiing, front flipping. Alright, so here I have a visual cue using the score system. Grind 100 and jump. And there you go, you get it. So yeah, there is a point system, and eagle-eyed viewers may have seen the life counter pop up a couple times. When you get 5,000 points in the stage, you get a 1-up. Normally, these stages would be a good way to grind lives, because you don't lose any time from doing tricks and everything. But you don't need the lives. This game's it's a children's game. Let's be real. It's not very difficult. It's also pretty short. And here we have a boss fight. I'm mashing B very slowly. And that's the boss fight done. I will never stop making a mockery of that. Because of the simplicity of it. It's just you mash B to overpower the boss. And then at the end you input a button combo. That appears on screen. And yeah, as you can see, the bar drains... As long as you're overpowering the enemy, the bar drains at the same speed. So there's no variance to that either. Alright. So here's the thing. I'm going to jump and punch in midair and get the spears magically. The damage hitbox of Tarzan's midair attack extends. So if I land near a spot where if I were on the ground and pressed B would have grabbed the spears normally, I automatically get them when I land there if I punch in midair. And it helps avoid a lot of on-the-ground animations. So basically anything I do, I'm doing in midair. I'm also... You may have also noticed when I'm throwing spears, I'm always jumping first because I want to throw a spear in midair because I don't want the on-the-ground animations of Tarzan throwing spears. Here as well, I'm going to jump and punch. That snake to take him out. So we saved the baby monkeys before. Yeah, I jumped too late on that. I had a feeling. Alright, first death. Hey, I punched you. Come on now. Fortunately, the checkpoints are pretty generous, so jump immediately. Now I land on it. But yeah, back to the boss fight. You can see the how slow the bar drains and how much time you have to read the button combo that shows up. And not only that, it's always the same on a new file. Alright, so we've got the gorilla friends here again. Who are gonna help us because we did the bungee challenge from World 1. I'm gonna jump here. Oh, I jumped a little early. Well, that's another death. Alright, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I got the film reel from that path, so we can just go this way now. I got what I wanted from there, so we can just go the other way now. And climb through geometry, because Tarzan can do that too, apparently. Alright, make it miss. Make the shot miss. But yeah. So, that death was on purpose. If you couldn't tell. So, remember when I said this game was formulaic in a lot of ways? So not only is there like 3 alternate paths with the film reel on each, and there's 8 in every stage. So there's 5 on the main path. There's also each alternate path has a film reel, and then the main path has a film reel as well before the 2 paths come back together. So what we do is we pick up the film reel, then die, and then go the main path, because the alternate path doesn't have checkpoints. If you die in the alternate path at any point, you get set back to the last checkpoint, which then is before the which is before the split, so you can go the other way. And yeah, like I said, game stores progress as soon as you get it, so we die and then we get to keep the film reel. It's all a bunch of routing to make sure we can get everything we want in a single stage visit. As I was explaining the joke, I did it again, by the way, and there's going to be one more of that later on. Because more formulaic things. The first world showcased each stage type. Jungle exploration, which is what I'm doing now, and then the surfing stage, which is called river surf, and then the auto-scroller, which is called water ski. This world is going to have a jungle exploration stage, then a water ski, so another auto-scroller, and then a second jungle exploration. After that, the World 3 is going to have 2 jungle exploration stages with a water ski in the middle. Or with a river surf in the middle. And to get the bungee challenge for a world, you need to rescue all baby monkeys in a stage. So in Worlds 2 and 3, that means you need to rescue 6, because there's 2 jungle exploration stages with 3 baby monkeys each. But we don't have to worry about that right now, because we don't need the bungee challenge from this world. Alright, tricky jump here. Got it. That rail is very finicky. Will often not let you on, and if you don't get on it, then say bye-bye to the film reel. You're not getting it. You can only get it by jumping off the rail. So that would have been a stage reset right there. Now the second tricky one is I'm going to not bother with the rail at all. And just jump next to it and abuse the absolutely gigantic hitboxes that these film reels have in both water ski and river surf. I feel like it was done on purpose because the physics of these stages can be very finicky. So to not make it frustrating, they gave them massive hitboxes. And we can use... See, that was an example right there. Rail didn't let me on. So yeah. So yeah, the first film reel, we would do it without the reel if we could for safety. But no, we have to do it there. Yeah, that reel was also on a rail, but it's fine. Because yeah, you can just touch it like I did with the second one. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling about things. Dijon, you got anything for us?
We do have a quick $1 donation from the DM Panda who says, "Good luck, Double. Love watching your runs. Don't forget to do the thing."
Oh, do the thing. Damn it, Panda, why you gotta be so fake every time?
And just a quick reminder that this is Winter Pride 2021, and we are raising money for the Trevor Project. The Trevor Project is the leading national organization providing crisis intervention and suicide prevention services to lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, and questioning youth. You can check them out at www.thetrevorproject.org to access their services, find out more about their impact, or to donate.
All right, perfect. Alright, so here we got the second jungle exploration stage of World 2. The game does not literally say worlds, but the game, like you can see it from the menu, the game is very clearly divided into sections. So we might as well call them worlds or areas or whatever term you wish to use. Alright, so here's some platforming. Now here I'm going to jump off early, because if I jumped at the latest point, I would have gotten stuck on that guy and not be able to jump over. And yeah, that was the last time I go to an alternate path, get the film reel, and die. Almost jumped to my death there, but saved it. Alright, so here it's very important I stay in the middle, because if I swerve too much, I miss the film reel. Okay, jump at the end to skip a lily pad. Lily pad skip. Is it faster? I have no idea. Do I care? Absolutely not. We can't do it, so we do it. Simple as that. Alright, it's not a... I just punched a bird. Is it a falcon? I don't know, but I want it to be so I can call it a falcon punch. Alright, so... Carefully walk around this, and goodbye. So, something I haven't touched on yet is the like those... struggle encounters that I say, you know what, let's free him. Alright, fine, let's take you on board. Sure. Get to be part of this run. It's fine, I don't have to do anything with spears for this section. Alright, rail jump at this point, because that's when we go downward. Here, this is the moments where, bang, camera speeds up. Alright, I don't know if this is the thing that Panda meant, but it is a thing, so I'll try to do it. If I succeed, we're gonna suffer a major time loss. Nope, missed it. So strange things can happen if you jump in a weird way there. And you softlock the stage and have to reset. which is why I mentioned major time loss if I was successfully got it, but I jumped too late. You basically have to land on the edge of that trunk. And, you know, game gets confused, yada, yada, yada. Jump and trick him. Alright, so now here we got another one of those lasso guys. So let's see if I can get this trick. Nice, got it. So I speared him. So that may not have looked impressive. But the thing is, if you go forward all the way and you throw a spear at him, he's just going to ignore the spear and bind you in the lasso anyway. But yeah, if you spear him from outside his trigger zone, which is like the zone where he gets triggered and throws his lasso at you. Yeah, if you stay out of that zone, then you can spear him and avoid being bound and having to mash to struggle out of it. Also, having spears here is nice because it makes the button sequence a little bit easier. I can spear that snake at the end instead of landing on the platform, then jumping up and punching again. All right, so now we got the boss. Alright, so the way they mix up this boss fight is 2 hits to do and a button more. Now, I want you to pay attention here. You remember that I died by going into water, deep water, right? Because, like, Tarzan can't swim. But, can you find a reason why Tarzan can swim here? Alright, so here we get the second sequence. ABXY, like I said, button combos are the same on every new playthrough. And there we go, that's the second boss fight done. Although, I use that term very loosely because you've seen how simple it is. Simple in concept. And the thing is, this is a game with, you know, difficulty oriented to younger audiences. So the mashing threshold that you need is like not very high anyway.
Good show, my boy. These may just have the answers we need. Let's take a look.
All right, so now we're up to the end game, World 3. And this is definitely like a difficulty spike for, you know, younger audiences standards. Kid gloves aren't really coming off, they're just loosened up. So yeah, this is just some basic platforming, really, just jump a bunch. Now here there's a little trick. Jump off early, jump again, and yeah, get the spears in midair basically, and you know, like all that animation. It's not really animation cancelling as much as it is animation avoidance. Also, the film reels that I collected, I don't need them anymore. You need 45 out of the first 50 film reels to access World 3. There's 25 in each world. There's 3 stages that have 8 film reels each, and then there's the Bungee Challenge film reel. That totals 25. Because we skipped the Bungee Challenge for World 2, that means we can get the young apes to help us out and get the film reels on the alternate paths that are guarded by a young ape. However, there's only 3 of them in the World 2 levels. So that means there's 3 film reels you miss out on, and then the Bungee Challenge film reel you don't go for. That's a total of 4. That leaves 46 available, so yeah, we can still skip one and be fine. Now, this is the hardest trick in the game, and also the trick that was most recently found in April 2020. And I failed it. Well, yeah, it's similar to the first gorilla skip thing I did, where I get the text box later on, but this stage we don't revisit, so here you get like the full time save from skipping it. But this jump is a lot trickier. than the one in the very first level. Okay, so climb a bit and then jump up to the thing. It's better to climb a little and then jump up to the platform proper than to jump up and grab the ledge. Grabbing the ledge and climbing up is still a little slower. Also, here's Gary the dual-wielded gunman. He does not have a name. I gave him that name. But yeah, I'm spear him to stun him, basically, so he's not bothering me. Oh, I threw my spear too late, so I have to do this encounter. Yeah, encounter is what we call these mini games where you have to mash B to fill a bar. So normally I would spear him so he would dodge it, and then climb up here. Normally, if you jump up that climb, because it's faster, you would get pulled into the trigger zone and get pulled back down, and you'd have to mash B anyways. But the auto jump from climbing up to the top of the ledge fully, that overrides that, and it puts me right in front of the cage, so I can punch it and open it. Alright, so I have to jump on this room early, because look how late I hit the last one. If you hit the first one late, you're gonna fly over the last one and die. Those, not perfectly aligned. Also, arachnophobia warning. Yeah, there's spiders in this game. And what the spiders do is they bind you in a cocoon that you have to mash B to struggle out of. And if you fail to do that, the spider will approach you and will start to drink you. Like, they literally make a drinking motion and your health starts draining. Also, another instance of the camera being sped up by the rail jumping. Here's another spider. You can see the web here. So I'm constantly jumping. I throw a spear to kill the spider. And I'm constantly jumping because you can only be bound by a cocoon if you're on the ground. So I just rapidly jump until the spider's dead to avoid getting hit. To avoid getting cocooned. Because the time loss is... Like, it's not hard to get out or anything. You can just mash to fill the bar again. But it's just the time loss. It's the time loss we want to avoid, not the damage. Because you can mash out of it before the spider even gets to you. To start draining your health. No, Tarzan, stay on there. Okay, throw a spear. I have 2 spears left, so I'm actually gonna pick this up. This is the thing I haven't talked about yet. If you can physically touch your spear you've thrown, you get it back. So this game has ammo management. So yeah, stun our buddy Gary. Stun our buddy Gary. Break the vine so we get. Yeah, we get things. Yeah, break the vine so it splits open and we can swing on it. Now, yeah, we have another surfing stage. Now, you might be thinking we do the same approach as the first surfing stage, right? Use the walls to turn. But, no. We're not going to be doing that. Because these waterways are too wide to efficiently turn around using back bonking. But we're going to use the other property of back bonking, which is not taking damage. Because this stage will kick your butt if you're not careful. Alright, so here, go here, swerve around, swerve back, swerve, hit the wall and jump over. Oh, I didn't turn right. I got damage from the wall. But hey, that's still better than getting damaged by that snake that waddles through the water. Do snakes waddle? Can you call that waddling? Oh, right. Oh, right. That's the thing I haven't shown yet. The surfing also has tricks. There we go. Kick flips. I need to find a good point to do the third trick. Can I do it here? There we go, 360 spin. Slither. Yeah, that motion would be called slither, I think. I like the term waddling, though. Alright, let me see. 11 health. Alright, never mind. I have 8 health now. That's not the greatest, so I'll take these safety. Okay, no safety bananas for me, I guess. Oh god, 5. So you can notice my health has turned red. That's because I'm on 5 health. Anything that does like 5 damage to me will now instantly kill me. But you're going to try to... Okay, no. Oh, we're in trouble. There's snakes at the end. If they hit me, I hit the end of the stage and I don't get the win. Okay, good. We're safe. That was more intense than it needed to be. But yeah, those snakes at the end, if they hit you, they do 5 damage. If you die, you have to redo the entire stage, because surfing stages don't have checkpoints. Alright, so this is a weird kind of rail where rail jumping really doesn't do anything, because it's mostly a flat surface. And yeah, no spears that we can get before this point, so we have to do this. There's no way to jump around. There's no way to walk around. Alright, so you see that path over there, up there, right? That's where we need to go. Except we're not going there just yet. We need the help of the baboons to get up there. And yeah, that's what we're doing this entire stage for. To save the baby monkeys and get the bungee challenge. Then complete the bungee challenge, then come back here. Get the baboons help and get to where we actually need to go. Didn't throw the spears right. Alright, break the cage. Actually, let me collect this spear. Just damage boost through these. Health is not really a concern in these stages. Like, there's bananas scattered around, and there's not that much that damages you. Like, I'm pretty low for what this stage can do to you. And, like, I still have, like, 10 health, which is, like, 2 full, big hits. Alright, long jump! Whoop. Whoop. Oh, I got hit there. Oh, I do need to be semi-careful now, because I'm actually lower on health than I usually am around these parts. Yeah, that's the most dangerous thing, really, is the crystals in those slides. Alright, so baby counter 1. Keep that baby counter in mind when it swings in, or when it like comes flying in. It's gonna be very important later. Okay, bye, I'll just go past you, I guess. You get the lift today. Okay, break this cage. Pick the spear back up. Get this film reel I don't need. There's no animation or whatever, like collecting a Jiggy in Banjo-Kazooie, so there's no reason to go out of your way to avoid them. But it's just like, we don't have to collect them either. So, any ones that are along the path, we take those. Like this one up here. Alright, so second baby monkey counter coming in.
Hello, child.
Whoop. Watch this. Take this overhead climb. And then do more climbs than I normally do for marathon safety. Alright. Okay. Climb out of the trigger zone, and now I jump. So another spider here. Good, got him. I have 1 spear left, so I need to make sure I hit the right guy. And save the final baby monkey. Because, yeah, Gary was on the alternate path where I don't need to go. Alright, so we're coming up to the end of the stage here. Now, I'm going to do a little trick here. So, yeah, watch the baby counter that I've been mentioning. Comes in. And similar as before, I quit out early. Now, you might be thinking that, why am I quitting out? I haven't beaten the stage properly yet. Except, that's the wrong exit. That exit doesn't get you the next stage anyway. So we do the 3 baby monkeys, quit out, progress is stored, and we unlock this bungee challenge. Now, I'm going to give some focus time here. So, Dijon, this is a good moment for you to say things while I focus.
Hey, well, just remember to get your donations in, everybody. They are going directly to the Trevor Project. And, besides just donating by, typing exclamation donate into the chat, cough, cough, um, we also have partnered with the Yeti to bring you a handful of shirts. You may have seen them on our interstitial screens. They're based on various runs throughout the event. They're pretty awesome. Not gonna lie. And they are only around while the marathon is going, so through Sunday night. So get in on those. They're pretty great, and $5 from each shirt is gonna go straight to the Trevor Project. And I see Ruby has already beat me to mentioning the exclamation Yeti. So yeah, they make great shirts, and you should donate and buy some shirts, and it's all going towards good cause.
All right, so while the plug was happening, things happened in the game. So yeah, now we've come to the final stage. So as I wrap up this final boss here, which is just the same as before, an extra hit, so 3, and then an extra button, so 5. Time's gonna be on the final button press for the third and final combo. That's when time will end. But yeah, what happened is I collected the film reel in the bungee challenge and paused and quit out. For some reason, you can do it, and it will store the progress immediately, so it counts as you having collected the film reel. So we can actually get the baboon's help to reach the proper exit in Subterranean Search, which we went back to. I also yelled and let myself get hit to cut the animation short. AYBXY, and then... Alright, so now actually get ready on time, because this is the final one. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for donating for the benefit of the Trevor Project. I've been Doubledubbel. And yeah, what more is there to say about this game that hasn't already been said? I mean, I can think of one thing that hasn't been said yet, and that is time. Ha! Nicely worked that in. And yeah, it runs over so I can let the cutscene play. So these are the kinds of like animated cutscenes that I've been mentioning. You can skip on the first frame, and if I do my skipping right, you can see any of them. Hey, well, I was Tarzan Untamed any percent. As you can see, not horrendously broken with a bunch of glitches and whatnot, though I would like there to be some. Hint, hint, help us find them. No, this is like what I like to call a childhood gem. This is a game I got when my parents got me my GameCube back in 2003. This was one of the games that was in that they got with that. So this is definitely a game like that I hold dear from childhood. This is actually the first game I ever picked up as a speedrun.
The motion picture, Living Shadows. Tarzan's been collecting film reels. That's me.
So yeah, as I said before. Yeah, thank you. What do we have on the timer here? I'm always curious about these things.
Give me a minute. Let's see if I can pull that up.
I'm sure chat can remind as well.
It's 39:46.
39:46. That's actually quite good because that's exactly 1 minute off world record, and that's the second time out of 16 runs I've done of this game now that have been sub 40.
Very nice.
Yeah, because marathon record is 39:06, and actually world record is 38:46. Both courtesy of yours truly. Well, this is a fun game. It's a game, not many people know about, which makes it cool to show off every time, and that probably contributes to why I've run this game so much at marathons. So significantly more, aside from it being my first speed game. And this is a game I still play regularly to this day. It's been a core thread through my speedrunning career, and I feel weird calling it a career when I've only done speedrunning for 4 years. I know that sounds like a lot, when you say it like that, but there's people that like have been speedrunning for over 10 years. So
Yeah,
you will never hear me
somewhere.
say that I've been speedrunning for a long time. But it's been a blast these past 4 years. It's all led up to this right here. Power Up with Pride, Winter Pride 2021, showing off this. Yeah, I'll cut the outro short here. I'll be on tomorrow with Lost Kingdoms, another obscure game that I want to tell people about. So feel free to check that out, as well as many of the other ones here at Winter Pride 2021 that our host can tell you all about.